Hello guys, in this video I'm going to teach you some basic things we use in lotto. So I'll be teaching you things like I will show you machine numbers, winning numbers, event numbers, where you will see them on the paper when you get the chart. You see, in my previous video I taught you the two charts. I told you that we are having two charts, the one that comes with the machine and then the ordinary one that everybody can afford, the one that contains just the records and stars of the previous play results. So in this video uh let's look at this one. You see, the one that my hands is pointing to, we call it the event. 1649. This one is, it comes with, this one is the machine. When they use the machine to make the first draw, we call that one the event one. So the machine has been drawing like that till this one. So today, this kind draw, we call it we call it one 1649 event 1649. And this one too, you are seeing, we call it the date. This is the date. And then this one is the winning numbers. This is the winning numbers. And this is the sum of the total winning numbers. If you add these five numbers, you get this total. If you add these five numbers, you get this total. And then this one too is called the machine numbers. When you add this one, these five numbers, you get the total. You get 275. So this is a typical chart that we use in forecasting. So I will be teaching you groups, number encounter, and some other things. So let's look at these things. We use them in calculation, so you have to know. So when we are talking about groups, group we have group one, group two, group three, group four. We have them like that. So typical example of group one numbers are single one, and we also have 10. We have this one. So okay, let's consider the group two too. This one is group one. This one, let's group two. Group two, we have 2, 20, 11. So this one, if you want this group, this one is like, just you add it like this, you just add this way. So a 2, this one 2 plus 0 will give you 2. So that's why we call 20 to be in group 2. And then 2, single 2, 2 is called group 2. And then 11, 2 is in group 2. So when we also come to group 3, we have single 3, we have 30, we have 21. So these are just examples. So if you want any number, for winning numbers, we have most of the lotteries we draw from single 1 to 90. That's the winning numbers. So when you take the number, you just add it, or you just do, like, it's just a simple calculation. If 30, you will not say this one, you call this one group 3. You will not, this one is not called group 30, it's called group. We don't have group 30 in lotto. We only have groups at 1, from group 1 to 9. That's what we have. So this one, like this, we call it a group 3. You add the first digit, you are adding digit. In grouping, we are adding digit, so this one too, you add this one, we have 2, we have 21, 21. 21, when you want to know the group, you just add the first and the second one. So if you add 2 plus 1, we get 3. So this one is in group 3. This one is a group 3 number. So let's go to group 4. Group 4 too, we have examples like single 4, we have 40, we have 31. That thing. So any number that you see, you just have to just do that calculation. You just add the two. If there is just two digits, you add the two digits together to get the group, that you to know the group that number is coming from. So this single 4 is in group 4, and then 40 is in group 4, 31 is in group 4, and 13 2 is in group 4. 13 2 is in group 4. 13 2 is in group 4. And let's also look at the group. Let's look at the group 5. Group 5, we have single 5. We also have 50. We have 41. We have 14. You can also Any number that you just see, the only thing you need to do is just add the number. If it is two digits, just add them together. And if it is a single number, you can, if it is single one, it's group one. If it is single two, it's group two. If single four, it's group four. If it is single five, it is group five. If it is single six, it's group six. If it is single seven, it is group seven. If it is single eight, it is group eight. If it is single nine, it is group nine. So this one like this one 50, you add the two. But if it is two digits, double digits, you add the two digits together. So 50 is two digits. So it's two digits, you add the five plus the zero, and you see that you get a five. So 50 is in group five. And then the 41 2 when you add 4 plus 1, you get 5, telling us it's in group 5. And then the 14 2, when you add 1 plus 4 is 5, telling us it's group 5. So let's also consider group 6. Group 6. Group 6 too, we start with a six, single six, and then we have 60. We have a lot. We have a lot. 51, and then we have 15. That things. So any number that you are being asked of the group, you want to know the group, just add. If it is two digits, add the two digits together. If it is 60, if then the number end with zero, like 60 like this, you add 6 plus 0, give us 6. So 60 is in group 6. And 51, you add the two digits. 5 plus 1, you get 6, group 6. And then 15 to 1 plus 5 is group what? Is 6. So it will give us group 6. And let's also look at the group 7. The group 7, we have single 7. And then also have something, we have 70, we have 61, we have 16, we have 42, we have 24. There are a lot, there are a lot, there are a lot, there are a lot. So the group 7 too, this is it. So when you add 6 plus 1, you get 7. When you add 1 plus 6, you get 7. When you add 4 plus 2, you get, sorry, this one, sorry, this one is 43. It's rather 43. This one is rather 43. So this one too supposed to be 34 too. So sorry. So this one, the group 7, the 43, 43 is in group 43 is in group 7, and then 34 2 is in group 7. So when you add 4 plus 3, you get what? You get 7. So 7 is in group 7. And then 34, when you add the 3 plus the 4 is 7. So you get the group 7. So okay, let's consider group 8 too. Group 8, start with single 8. 82 is group 8. When you add 8 plus 0, you will get 8. So that is telling us 80 is in group 8. And then we will have 7 to 1, 17. And then any calculation, anything, yes, this one is just simple. It's like in maths we call it we call it what is it? Oh, so okay, let's just call it this one. You see, when you just have a add them. So 7 plus 1, you get 8. That's group 8. 1 plus 7, you get 8. That's group 8. That's 8. So it will give you group 8. And then let's consider the last group, which is group 9. So we have group 1 up to group 9. So group 9 too, we have single 9 to be in group 9. And we have 18, we have 8 to 1, we have 7 to 2, we have 27. All these are group 9 numbers. All these are group 9 numbers. So the working is just add the two digits. If there is double digits, add the two digits. And 92 is in group 9. 92 is in group 9. 92 is in group 9. So these are basically what we call groups. A number groups in Lotus. So now let's also talk about contents. Number encounter. When we are talking about number encounter, the rule is just the mathematics is that when the number is less than 45, you add it to 45. But when the number is more than 45, you subtract it from 45. So assuming if you take a number, you want to know the counter, you take single one, you want to know single one counter. Single one is less than 45, so you add it to 45. So when you add single one to 45, you get 46. So it's telling us the counter for single one is 46. And the counter for single two, you add it. If the number is less than 45, you just add it to 45. So single two, the counter for single two is 47. You add it to 45, so you get 47 for the counter. And then, so now let's these two examples. I think it's okay. So let's consider now. Let's also look at different parts. So 90. You want to know the counter for 90. What is the counter for 90? Counter for 90. And I told you earlier that if the number is more than 45, you subtract it. So 90 is more than 45, so you subtract it from 45. So when you subtract it from 45, you get 45. So the counter for 90 is 45. And then also consider 70. 70 is more than 45, so you subtract 45 from 70. And when you subtract it, you get 35. So the counter for 70 is 35. So this is what we call number and counter in Lotus. So these are the basic things that you need to know in Lotto. And when we are talking about columns, columns is just simple. Columns are, they are just simple. It's just like math. If I say the this thing, a columns like a column like from 10 to 20 columns, from 20 to 30. These are the columns. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. It's simple. The columns here is, if you are somebody who is educated, when we are talking about columns, it's easy for you because we have been using it. We have been using it. So and then 80 to 90 column. You call 80 to 90 column, 50 to 60 column. These are columns. And when we also talk about endings, when we are talking about ending two or ending one, that things too, the number that ends with that. And no Lotto, in Lotto, the winning number is mostly, most of the machine is from 1 to 90. They always draw the numbers that the machine, they always put, the balls are always from 1 to 90 that they put in the machine, and to draw five winning numbers and five machine numbers. So, but in the olden days, we were only having a winning numbers. They don't draw machine numbers. But in modernization, they brought in the machine numbers too. So these are basic things that you need to know. These are the basic things you know. So just subscribe so that when I release the next video, you get to know how we use the V plan, how we use pickings, I'll show you how to get a key, how to get key using using this chart, using this affordable chart. So thanks for watching.